What's up, MPX Addicts? This is Jay Williams, your hashtag certified mark, here with my co-host.
I'm not into it. Bad things happen tonight.
You know what? Honestly, I don't know how to feel about that, because tonight we saw the MPX world rocked.
It's a sad, dark day here in Bedford. It's horrible.
We saw, kind of an invasion of sorts from the outsiders who came in to wrestle tonight, Kiefer Bartek, Fly Death, and JJ Blake. But, just when we thought that we were going to see a heroic, triumphant return of our favorite demon, things kind of went sideways.
They always say, the enemy's going to come from within. Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what happened tonight. Jamie and the players put their trust in the wrong people, and it ended bad for them. And, we'll talk about it later, but, it's just, like I said, it's a dark day here in Bedford.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and get on with the show.
Oh, it's Saturday night. A break for the wicked on the weekend. Mama, can I get another amen? Oh, it's Saturday night. Swear to God, I ain't never gonna repent. Mama, can I get another amen? Oh, it's Saturday night.
So for our first match, it was actually a pre-show match, and we actually got a pretty decent one to start out with this.
Yeah.
We saw Tristan Thorn, the symbiote, the notorious one. I'm not sure what to call him, but either way, he came out with Prince Mahali to take on none other than the baddest woman at MPX, the wicked Livi Loca.
You can call him weird, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
He's definitely weird. He went on and took one of an MPX original and the wicked one, Livi, like you said, and just... he had friends. Yep. He has the symbiote that's a part of him, obviously. Yeah. That's his number one friend. And then he has Prince Mahali working around, which I don't really know what his beef is with women, but he doesn't like them.
I don't know. Like you said last week, I think it may just be a cultural thing.
It's got to be a cultural thing. And
I don't know. From Oklahoma.
I was going to say, I don't know if it's a cultural thing from his home country or from where he lives now in Oklahoma. Either way, they're both bad.
But either way, Tristan Thorn was able to get one over on Livi Loca and win the match. But after the match is what mattered more, because he and Mahali started to just wail on Livi Loca, and it was uncool.
Well, it was, and I find it very convenient that he knows Big Fit's in here. We all know Big Fit's in here. Big Fit's is recovering. We all know that, and Prince Mahali took advantage of that, knowing that the death warrant that he has signed against Big Fit's wasn't here to deliver on that.
Yep, but luckily,
you're right.
Luckily, Dave Sagan,
Hail Sagan,
and Stephen Kirby, Mr.
Hail
Mayhem,
Drunk. No,
that works. Yeah, no,
okay.
Hail Drunk came out to save the day, driving off Prince Mahali and Tristan Thorn, and basically helping Livi Loca to the back. So hopefully Livi is not too injured from tonight, and we'll be back soon.
Hopefully, and like you said, it's not the last we'll see, because Mahali and Sagan have a match later, which we'll talk about. We get to see Kirby again, but yeah, what they're doing after the match is just, it isn't right.
No. And honestly, I can't wait to see Big Fitz finally get his hands on Prince Mahali. And then we got to start the show proper, and what better way to start it than the final step on the road to the MPX Prospect Championship. A triple threat match with Loverboy Larry Camus of Menage a Trois, with Tommy Becker of the Impact Players, the Tommy Becker of the Impact Players, and of course the flying asshole Frankie Fisher. This match was a heck of a way to start the night.
It's everything we thought it would. You've got Loverboy Larry wanting the MPX title back, which he feels belongs in Menage a Trois. Mm-hmm. You've got Frankie Fisher, one of the most decorated MPX athletes here, and you got the Tommy Becker, who he did have a cup of coffee with the MPX title before, and all roads to that MPX title leads through the Prospect title.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You get 4 wins, you get to cash it in on the most opportune time for yourself.
Yeah.
And then let's see though, that's the problem though. Loverboy Larry's got Menage a Trois out there, and they take full advantage knowing that there's no DQ in 3 triple threats.
But Aller comes in and does, in my opinion, the right thing, the best thing.
Hashtag in Aller we trust, hashtag WWJD, and Aller does.
Menage a trois out. He basically gives Larry the ultimatum that either Tatum Manning and CJ Ward can run to the back, or Larry can go to the back, and it's just a one-on-one match between Tommy Becker and Frankie Fisher.
Which, I mean, either way would have been great. I mean, let's be honest. A one-on-one match with the Tommy Becker and Frankie Fisher, which I do think we'll see down the line, maybe for that Prospect title.
True.
I mean, that would be great. But to have Loverboy, to have that triple threat, the unexpectedness of it is also good, too. And, well, they had it count to 3. And, I mean, CJ and Tatum, I think, made the right move for their boy, Loverboy Larry.
They got out of there as quickly as possible, but they seemed to not be...
It was 2 3/4.
Oh, yeah.
Jamie was holding on to that. I mean, he was holding it out, so they made it through the curtain.
Yep. Bunch of idiots. But either way, Frankie Fisher pulled out the win on this one, and that was a hard-fought win the whole way through.
It was, and I mean, we saw, sadly though, yes, he won the title, but we saw the death of the thermostat.
Oh, jeez.
Again, what have you done to piss Frankie off?
I didn't
that
do
he
anything.
doesn't like the thermostat?
I don't know. You know what? We all suffered for that one. It got a whole lot hotter.
I mean,
a whole lot quicker.
I don't know who or what we have to sacrifice to him. Frankie, please tell us what we got to do and who we got to sacrifice in order to get you to turn down the thermostat. Because really, we need to start praising that again, because I don't know if you noticed, but it was kind of hot tonight.
Oh, it was, and it just really made the whole night so much harder. But either way, Frankie Fisher is our new MPX Prospect Championship. Now he starts his own road to the MPX Championship itself, or the Addicts Championship.
Yeah, or, like I said, maybe the tag titles are involved too. Maybe him and BC go to get those tag titles.
That would be an interesting thing
I
to see
mean, we don't know, but hey, he's on the road. He needs 4 wins. Maybe next week we'll see him defend it for the first time. We don't know.
And then we saw Prince Mahali once again come out, but this time he came out to fight Dave Sagan one-on-one. And it turned out about how you'd expect.
It did, and I mean, let's be honest, like if you listen to MPX Radio, we'd already talked about the relationship with Dave Sagan and Big Fitz. So I feel Dave Sagan was trying to do the right thing here. He was trying to honor his big buddy and his fallen wife.
Yeah.
And I mean, honestly, just do the right thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
truly.
Prince, I mean, let's all be honest. We all know I usually tend to like some of the more evil, darker side of things. But what Prince Mahali done is just wrong.
Yeah, there's a line.
There is. And you don't really mess with children and women. That's one thing. You know, honor amongst thieves, blah, blah, blah. And you just don't do that. And I think Dave, you know, took a chip on his shoulder. He knew Fitz was out. He was going to try and help. And it didn't really work out for him.
No, it did not. Although he did try his hardest. Tristan Thorn came out again to try and distract Dave Sagan, but Kirby came in and to even up the odds and, you know, was able to, you know, distract him. Yeah.
And unfortunately, though, the distractions also occurred when Prince Mahali took that beautiful, it is a beautiful carpet rug.
It is.
Covered Dave's face, and low blowed him, rolled him up. I mean, that was it.
Yep. Unfortunately, Dave Sagan took the pin here, and
I mean, Prince Mahali's still on a roll, still beating up women, still reigning supreme, still calling us street rats, which, I mean, obviously you're a street rat, but for some of us, I'm not. I'm obviously not. But I mean, I'm the diamond in the rough, damn it, all right?
Okay, sure, whatever. But either way, it does not look like the story of Prince Mahali is over. I mean, we already knew that Big Fitz was going to try his hardest to come after Mahali as soon as he's healed up. But it seems like Mahali's not done either.
No.
In which he cornered Jamie after the match and told him basically, you know, I want respect. I want this, you know, I want what I deserve here.
Yeah.
And Jamie gave him exactly what he deserves.
Yeah, I mean, technically he did. I mean, let's be honest. Prince Mahali was looking for a title shot because he does have a pretty good win-loss record here.
Yeah.
But Jamie, being the hashtag WWGD in All We Trust, decided, you know what? Big Fitz needs his revenge. And it's not going to be it's not going to be a single match because we all know Prince Mahali does not travel alone. No. So basically what Jamie said is, hey, at Purple Rain, our biggest show of the year, our anniversary, our mania, he's going to have Prince Mahali and 3 of his friends, which, I mean, we can assume Tristan will be there maybe.
Yeah, probably.
Going against Big Fitz and 3 of his friends, which, I mean, again, we can assume maybe Dave will be there.
Hopefully.
So, I mean, you know, that's maybe 2 right there that we know of. We're not exactly sure But those men are going to get 3 of their friends, and it's going to be a war.
It is, and it's going to happen at Purple Rain. I cannot wait.
It's going to be the war to settle the score.
Mm-hmm. And then after that, we didn't even really get a break between these two matches as Stephen Kirby took on Tristan Thorn for the MPX Addicts Championship. Now, admittedly, it was booked to be Marcus Rose, but unfortunately, this is live entertainment, and card is always subject to change.
And I mean, we don't know what happened. Maybe Marcus, couldn't get here. Maybe MPX management saw that video and said, you know what, Marcus? We don't want you here. I mean, we don't know. Sadly, I feel it is wrong. Hopefully Marcus does come in. Marcus deserves that Addicts title. Let's be honest. He deserves that match. Hopefully he gets that match. I mean, I think the Addicts wanted it. I know there's a couple of Addicts that definitely wanted it. They said they would riot if Marcus didn't win. So,
well, Marcus didn't lose either, so I guess that saved that one. That might have been part of the problem.
That is true. Maybe MPX
public safety issue. Yeah,
MPX management was afraid of a riot. I mean, hey, we've only got 2 security guards, and more times than not, they're getting knocked down anyway. So, I mean, do we need to help them security sometimes?
Maybe sometime.
Okay.
Yeah, but either way, the match actually was pretty impressive. I mean, for being such short notice, Tristan Thorn with that symbiote already having competed in the pre-show.
I was going to say, let's be honest, that's kind of unfair. He's already wrestled once. Kirby's fresh. I mean, he might be a little drunk, but he's fresh.
Yeah.
So,
although I got to say, that referee really took his life into his own hands.
How many times do we have to tell the refs, don't touch the whiskey bottle?
Just don't.
I mean,
it's not the smart move.
It's really not. You maybe ask him nicely, but don't just grab it.
Yeah, true. But Kirby was able to retain whiskey bottle or not, and right after the match, we got a video from Dexstar himself saying that July 27th, he'll be here. And
can we trust him?
I don't know.
Do you actually think he'll be here?
I don't know. Like I said, it's those wacky Oklahomans.
I mean, he knows he's public enemy number 1. He knows he's being hunted down by not just Kirby.
Yeah.
Addicts have said they want to hunt him down. Former MPX, long reigning from the old building MPX champions want to hunt him down. I mean, is Dexter really smart to call his shot and call when he's coming back?
I don't know. That may not have been the smartest move, but like I said before, I don't exactly give him the most points for intelligence. But either way, Kirby is ready for him. Kirby wants him in this ring, and he has declared that he will make sure that Dexter does not leave this building next Saturday.
Well, my thoughts with that, does that mean that he's going to have to live under the ring now? Or is he
Well, it might be buried under it.
Oh, okay.
And then after that, we got to see a tag team match that was supposed to be team versus team, I guess one-on-one. I don't even know how to define that, between the Lost Boys and Fly Death. But card is always subject to change, as Ménage à Trois came out declaring that, they weren't done. They didn't think that it was, finished yet because they hadn't had enough of a good time.
Well, let's be honest. They didn't reach full climax yet. And last week, they went in defending titles against, they didn't know who. That's not fair. That's not fair to Ménage à Trois. Ménage à Trois is always supposed to know who their partner is. And that was not right.
True, I guess you could say, I don't know. I don't totally agree with you. Sometimes the surprise makes for a better show. And Ménage à Trois came out challenging both teams to basically make it a triple threat match between them. And, while the Lost Boys and Fly Death, not afraid.
They're not afraid, but let's be honest. If you're Fly Death, don't you feel a little chipped, a little screwed? I mean, you're expecting to go 2-on-2, 1-on-1, however you want to call it. You've got a tag title match against the Lost Boys.
Yeah.
That is your opportunity to show MPX and show the state of Texas that, hey, you're one of the top tag teams here. And then you've got Ménage à Trois kind of throwing their hat into this party. Yeah. And, I mean, if you look at the film, it looks like Silver and, Sky kind of convinced Fly Death to take that match.
Yeah,
I don't necessarily know if Fly Death was going to say, hey, we're fighting a tag team, we should take that. No. Let's be honest. If Fly Death was smart, they would say, no, this is our shot. This is our time. When we win, and if they would have won, you can get a title match from us. That would have been the smart thing. But no, the Lost Boys have to sit here and they don't cry, obviously, as you hear. And they're going to try to make this a triple threat to make all the Addicts happy. And yes, while it was a good match, Fly Def kind of got screwed out of the whole thing.
I don't know if it's screwed out, but, either way, Menage a Trois is the one who came up short this time. It looks like truly we are seeing the end of the Menage a Trois era here. Larry wasn't able to pull it out. The CJ and Tatum weren't able to pull it out.
We still got Lizzie. Lizzie can bring this whole Menage a Trois era back.
Yeah, but she's still out with an injury. She'll be back soon, hopefully.
Is it an injury or
I don't know.
Injury?
I'm not
okay.
saying, I make no speculations here.
I thought that's what we do. Oh no, that's the 1-900 number. Okay, yeah. 1-900-909-9900. That's where you'll get the real reason why Lizzie hasn't been here lately.
Then we finally got what the Addicts have been waiting for months. We got the return
of the King of California, JJ Blake, returned to MPX. He's the king of what?
The return of Dacus.
No, I'm not talking about Dacus.
Well, either way, Dacus has come back and he took on JJ Blake one-on-one, and it was impressive to see him. He's come out in new gear. The mask is new and everything like that. It seems like he's upgraded himself again. He looks completely different.
He looked very different, and I find it conspicuous that Big Fitz is not here.
Yeah, very true. But either way, it could have been him, but I feel like I don't think Big Fitz would have been able to contain himself being in the same building as Prince Mahali. So that's a point against the conspiracy theory of Fitz Dacus.
Okay.
But either way, this match, I got to give JJ Blake credit. He fought hard. He actually brought Dacus to the brink, and it almost looked like he might have even won it. But unfortunately, the demon will not be brought down.
Well, let's be honest. JJ Blake was missing his good luck charm. He was missing that beautiful title that he sports. For some reason, he didn't bring it. Probably because he knows Isaac and Dacus are thieves. That's what they do. And, he knew it's better to leave that title at home where it's safe as opposed to this horrible match with it. I told you, I'm not talking about the demon.
Oh, well, unfortunately, that is a bit of foreshadowing for things to come. It was a great match, and it ended the way I had wanted it to at the time. But, well, we'll see what happens next. And speaking of returns, we got to see a return for one last time at MPX. We got to see the queen of cosplay herself, Livi Bates.
Spider Bates. That was actually, there we go.
Either way, it worked out. But she came back and took on, of course, one of the premier tag teams at MPX, Fun and Sexy, Baby D and Phoebe,
and
teaming up
there you go.
with AQA. It was a great match watching these four go at it, and honestly, I thought AQA was going to, send herself into a really bad situation when she decided to stomp on the hula hoop.
Well, failed to mention, there's a bag of Doritos at stake.
True.
Of course you're going to stomp on the hula hoop.
Yeah.
You got to get in Phoebe's head.
I guess so. But either way, the match was amazing. And unfortunately, Livi Bates is the one who took the pin from Baby D for her last match here at MPX.
Well, I was going to say, and like we said on MPX Radio, Baby D finally getting her revenge on Livi. And like you said, possibly one of the last times we'll see Livi here, because as she announced, coming soon, she's off Independence and she's hit the big time.
Oh, yeah.
She's on primetime TV. I mean, and congratulations to her. We thank you for everything you've done. Not necessarily just for MPX. We thank you for that, but also the entire independent wrestling. You really did change a lot of what happened, and as far as women in independent wrestling. And like you said, MPX embraced you with open arms, as they should have. And we let you unleash your inner nerd, which some other independent companies wouldn't.
Yeah.
And we did, because honestly, we love it, and you were great. So honestly, thank you from the Addicts, from the voice of the Addicts. So it's true.
And from the Certified Mark Productions, thank you, Livi Bates. We will miss you, and always remember that no matter what happens on the big leagues, you will have a home here at Metroplex Wrestling. Then we had the main event, and don't worry about it. We've got to talk about it. Got to talk about it, and then we'll get to the.
Okay.
Oh boy, we got a lot to unpack with this one. Before the match even started, we saw a video in which JJ Blake and Fly Def were consulting out back and had a plan that somebody was not going to survive the night. And then we saw the main event of Kiefer Bartek challenging Ryan Remington, Mr. Match of the Night, for his MPX Championship. And StarTech gave it his all. He fought hard, and it almost looked like he might have won that. But, of course, Ryan Remington just can't be put down. He is probably the most dominant champion we've seen in a long time.
He's on his way to becoming the most dominant champion. And, I mean, two things. One, Kiefer, you say you don't like Mainline. Well, we don't like you.
Seriously.
And then number two, you think your
the
lariats
man bun was dumb to begin with.
You think your lariats are better?
Oh,
please.
no.
You took one from Ryan. How did it feel? Was it better?
Definitely had to hurt.
But, I mean, let's be honest. Ryan, he didn't get the full win like he wanted or deserved.
No, because Fly Def and JJ Blake all came in and just started attacking him. The four men.
There's four of them.
From outside MPX came in just beating on our MPX champion.
So, of course, Ryan's brothers in arms come to his rescue. We've got the Tommy Becker and we got Dave Sagan coming out.
Hail
Sagan to help, but it's still 4-on-3. Even Impact players can't take those numbers. So Jamie doing the only thing he thought he could do at the time.
Oh, he goes and gets the ultimate bruiser of MPX, and he gets Dacus. Dacus and the Lost Boys all come out with Isaac Mazer behind them, and they clear the ring. The Impact players, the demons and vampires, everything like that, just absolutely showing dominance, showing that Metroplex Wrestling will not be beaten.
Yes, and there was, from the Addicts, a loud MPX chance to get rid of the New Texas Pro Wrestlers. And we saw the handshake between Jamie and Isaac. We thought like everything was okay. Everything
was going to be on the up and up on the road to Purple Rain, but it seems
Isaac's a snake. He's a damn snake, and we all saw that. And I mean, I can't. Fuck you, Dacus.
I completely understand. Dacus and the Lost Boys attacked the Impact players after the match was over, after they'd cleared the ring, and it just... I don't know what to think about this. I mean, I hailed Dacus, I loved the Lost Boys, but now they've gone and turned on the Impact players and the MPX champion himself. What's going to happen next? Thanks for watching MPX Addicts. That was Metroplex Wrestling's Survive the Night. Tell us what you thought in the comments down below. Also, remember to like, share, and subscribe to the video after you watch it. And,
again, like you said, put in the comments. Let's get hashtag #Dacus going.
I don't know about that, but, I still don't know what to think personally, but definitely send your thoughts and prayers out to Jamie Aller.
I mean, Jamie needs them. Honestly, he didn't look good. And, I mean, the Impact players have a history of getting rid of stables and tag teams here, and they just mark their own graves. We know that. So,
I mean, one of them is a demon, the others are immortals. We'll see how that goes.
Oh, their Impact players will test all those theories.
I'm sure
Remember,
they will.
Jamie's the one who taught them. That's just a man in a mask. So that's two men in a mask, and one, he takes his off.
Yeah, well, either way, make sure you get your tickets here. You never know what's going to happen at MPX. We didn't know that was going to happen. And, get your tickets now at Metroplex Wrestling or MPXWrestling.com, and check out the network at network.mpxwrestling.com. $9.99 a month. First week's free.
I mean, next week is going to be another great show here in Bedford, top of the food chain. We've got Lion King, Steve Payne coming in. Y'all might have seen him before as Reptile. He's now under a whole new gimmick. More vicious, honestly.
Yeah.
And, I mean, wait. There's a new animal coming in. Where does the pack have a new recruit?
I hope not. But
speaking of the pack, where's Dimitri?
I don't know. That's a question that hasn't been answered yet.
I hope he's not stuck in Oklahoma.
Speaking of Oklahoma, we'll finally get to see Dexter Hardaway come face the music against Stephen Kirby for what he did to the MPX Addicts title.
You say that. I don't trust anything Dexter says. Knowing your public enemy number one, knowing Stephen Kirby wants your head, knowing the Addicts want to kill you, knowing former champions from the old building are coming out of the woodworks who we haven't heard or seen from them in years. They're coming and want your head. Why would you announce your actual appearance? I don't believe it.
I don't know. I mean, Kirby's ready for him, and the MPX Addicts are ready for this to happen. So we'll see what happens next week. Of course, make sure you listen to us on MPX Radio this Thursday and every Thursday, and catch the main line on Mondays. And honestly, Keep it kayfabe, wrestling fans.
And also, before we leave real quick, get your season passes. August is on sale with our biggest show of the year.
Only one more show left in July. Make sure you get your August tickets now.
Yes.
Next month is 5 weeks.
Yes. And as you saw, it was a standing room only almost today.
Oh, yeah. And it's going to be worse at Purple Rain.
Yes, because Purple Rain is our biggest show. It is our anniversary show. It is the greatest show of the year. And we've already got one match announced so far.
Mm-hmm.
We've got the 4-on-4, Prince Mahali and his group versus Big Fitz and his soldiers. Let's go ahead and just say that.
Yeah.
Big Fitz and his soldiers. I mean, who knows what's going to happen? Like I already said, it's the war to settle the score. Who knows what else will happen at Purple Rain? We might have fallout from what happened tonight. Who knows? But seriously, that's the show you're going to want to be at.
Oh, definitely. And keep it kayfabe, wrestling fans.
# respect the curtain. FR Dacus.